Hey everyone, so as you may or may not know, I have been accepted into the Disney College program for Fall Advantage. So with all of that comes living and roommates and all of that good stuff. I'm actually going into the program with one of my very good friends up here at school, so we are actually going to be rooming together in our room, but we are looking to live in, you know, one of the apartments that has rooms for about like 6 or 4 people. That being said, I decided I might as well do a roommate survey. And I'm just taking these questions off of a generic roommate survey that I'm finding on all the DCP websites. My name is Emily Lee. I identify as a straight female. My birthday is February 23rd and I am 20 years old and will be 20 years old for the entire DCP experience. I am currently a second-year student at Colorado State University in Fort Collins, and I am an electronic art major. I actually just dropped my ethnic studies minor today, but I think I'm going to add women's studies for the rest of my college career. I'm originally from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, hence the Canadian flag back there. I was actually born in Ottawa, but I was only there for about like 3 months, and then I grew up in Toronto and then came to Colorado. I have an older sister and she is 4 years older than me, and she is my everything. I am obsessed with her, so I am severely, deadly allergic to nuts and tree nuts and that whole cluster of families in that allergy spectrum, but I carry around my EpiPen everywhere I go. I've never had to use it. I'm super good about my allergies, so yeah, all good there. I will be in Florida, so I'll be in Orlando for Walt Disney World. I'm actually flying in on June 7th, but my arrival date is June 9th. I am an attractions role, so I'm really excited to be working with the rides and figuring out how they operate and all that stuff. I'm thinking wellness for me just because I am under 21, so I think that'd be a better idea. I don't really have a preference for housing complex. I just know that I really would prefer one with a bus route or with a bus that comes to the stop, just because I won't be personally having my car up there, so a bus would definitely be better for me. I actually love to cook. That was a big reason why I wanted to live off campus my second year of college, was because I love to cook my own meals. So I plan on going grocery shopping a lot down in Orlando and cooking a lot of homemade meals and bringing my lunch and doing a lot of that stuff. But I am open to trying restaurants around Orlando. I actually have one in mind that I for sure want to go to with all of my roommates or friends or whoever I meet down there, and it's called Bandeja Paisa, and it's Colombian food. Sorry if I completely butchered that title, but it's Colombian food, and that is my favorite restaurant in Orlando, and it is so good. So if you're rooming with me or if you become friends with me somehow, I don't know, we are going to be going there together. I am definitely a night person. Would you rather go out or stay in? I mean, I love my alone time. I'm a very big advocate for self-care and self-time, so I love staying in and just like being alone a lot, but I also love to go out, especially for DCP itself specifically. I want to visit Orlando and not see like not only like the touristy side of Orlando, I guess, but I want to see like other local restaurants, local vendors, things like that. So I'm all about going and exploring Florida. I mean, for here in college on the weekends, I'm actually really busy because I love being involved with my school and campus, so I do a lot of just like student org stuff on the weekend, but when I'm not doing that, I actually just came back from a hike this past weekend. I just really like hanging out with my roommates, with my friends. So in Florida on the weekends, if I'm not working that day, I would love to just hang out with people. Like I said in the last question, just explore Orlando, see what's there in Florida. I saw that someone put scuba diving on the Facebook page, and I'm actually getting my scuba certification right before I come to Florida, so whenever someone wants to go scuba diving, I am all up for it. I actually hate this question. I always get this question in like interviews and job interviews and just different things like that. I don't know, I don't like answering these types of questions because I don't like talking about myself, and maybe that's part of my personality that you can get from this. But I guess 3 words to describe myself. I love meeting people, so I guess friendly is a thing. I'm very open to new personalities, and I mean, not saying that I can't clash with people, but I like meeting new people. I'm pretty goofy is what I've heard from people, just a little weird on that side and proud of that, I guess. But yeah, a little bit of the goofy person. I hate answering these types of questions, but I want to say driven, motivated. I am a big planner. I guess planner can be another word. So I've kind of planned out my future in the next few years for me, and I am driven to make those things happen for myself. So there's that. A good quality. God, I don't know. I really do not like these questions, but I would say a good quality is that I'm a good listener. I say that a lot, I'm pretty patient with people. I work with kids a lot. That's one of my main jobs in the summer as a camp counselor for a theater camp. And I think just working with kids is a whole new world and a whole new relationship that you have to develop, and different skills that you learn. And patience is definitely one of them when working with kids. So I'm a good listener. If you ever need a vent, I'm not that great at giving advice, but I will definitely listen. And just patience all around. I think I'm pretty patient. My family says that because my older sister was kind of, the prominent, dominant personality in our family, so I had to grow up, just being patient and waiting my turn to, talk and do all that stuff. So one bad quality, I know this one off the top of my head, I am super passive aggressive, and you can ask anyone who knows me, any of my 3 other roommates, I am super passive aggressive. I was that person this semester that put up the sticky notes could you soak the pans after you use them if you're not going to wash them, that kind of thing. And I'm working on it because I have come to the realization that I'm super passive aggressive. So I will be working on that through DCP and living with new people. So just know that and call me out if you're ever you need to confront me with these things. And yeah. Passive aggressive box. I am the poster child for passive aggressiveness. Outgoing or quiet, extroverted or introverted. I hate this question because I self-identify as an introvert, but then people have been like, Emily, you're so outgoing and so friendly when you meet people. I thought you were an extrovert. So all that being said, and this may be a little rambling and off topic, but I personally hate personality tests, and I hate things like the GIFJ tests, or those are the wrong letters, or the dominant or not dominant tests, introvert or extrovert kind of deals. So I mean, I self-identify as an introvert, but a lot of people see me as an extrovert. I say introvert because I say introvert because I love my alone time. I love just being by myself and doing things by myself and having my own space like that. But I could also be an extrovert because how I actually get my energy is from other people. And I mean energy not as in oh, I'm ready to go on a run, but energy as in positiveness. If you're positive, then that is totally communicable to me, and I will feed off your positive energy. If you're negative, then that kind of brings me down, and that makes me a little bit of a Debbie Downer. So I mean, I collect energy from other people and their auras and things like that, but I won't go into that right now. What do you want in a roommate? I mean, people bring a lot of different things to the table. I'm not gonna put them into a box. I would just want to say communication is a big thing for me, especially since I'm passive aggressive and trying to work on it. But I mean, my freshman year I went through 2 roommates, and that was just because our communication skills were not at all developed, not good at all. This might sound cliche or standard, but I mean negativity, I just can't deal with the negativity, and I understand that people go through a lot of different things and everyone's experiences are different, and no doubt am I ever negative. Was that the right grammar? No, it's not. But I mean, I'm saying I can totally be a negative person. I can be a Debbie Downer, but I don't know, that's something that I don't need in my life, and something that I've worked on to try to be in my positive bubble and seeing that. And I guess, I don't know, a lot of people say I save face a lot because I don't let my negativity show, which makes me dishonest. I don't know, now I'm going on a whole other tangent, but one of my biggest pet peeves is just negativity and people bullies, I guess, people who pick on other people, or people like who like see someone and is like, oh, like, you have an ugly skirt on, not to quote Mean Girls. And not saying I haven't done that, because I definitely have, but like I don't need to be around those people, and I don't know, it's not emotionally healthy for me to be around those people. So I guess negativity is my #1 pet peeve. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going on all these tangents now. I should have just filled out a survey on paper, because then I wouldn't have done all of this talking. One roommate specific pet peeve I guess I have, I personally am a messy person. As you can see behind me, my bed's not made. If I were to pan down, you would see a bunch of clothes on my floor. And I did that on purpose because I wanted you to see me in my purest form, living wise. So my bed will never be made if you live with me, what have you. But that being said, one specific roommate pet peeve that I have is just not doing the dishes, which is so random. Oh no, my roommates are like gonna see this and be like, oh no, she wants me to do the dishes. This is subliminal messaging. But no, I mean, like, I am definitely at fault for not doing my dishes a lot of the times or whatever, but just like, I hate when the sink just gradually. Like, dirty for me is like crumbs and things like caked on the counters and stuff, and I hate that. But I mean, because I'm passive aggressive, I will not call people out on it, and I'll just clean it anyway, and it's no big deal. So in that aspect, I guess I'm clean, but I mean, I'm messy. I will throw my clothes on the floor, I will put my shoes spread out on the floor. I'm all up for sharing. That is totally fine. We can share milk, we can share cereal, all that stuff. Just ask before you use something of mine. That'd be awesome, but I'm all up for sharing. Favorite thing to do? I don't know. I like to do a lot of stuff. I play the guitar and the ukulele, or ukulele like my mom says, and piano, but I mean, I think I'll probably only bring my uke down to Orlando if I bring an instrument down at all. So if you want to do a little jam sesh, we can totally do that. I sing as well, and I love singing any type of song. I'm a huge musical theater person, so if you're into show tunes, you will be on track for me. Favorite music? God, this is so generic, but I love any kind of music. I sincerely love any type of music. My least favorite music, though, is country music, and that's hard. Living in Fort Collins, we're so close to Wyoming, and we just have like a really big cowboy-esque community up here, so that's kind of hard. But yeah, if I could choose to live without any type of genre of music, it would be country. But I mean, I still listen to like Hunter Hayes. I love Dixie Chicks, but I've listened to them since I was really young. Shania Twain's my girl because she's Canadian. Lady Antebellum, I love Lady Antebellum for country music and stuff. To be specific for favorite music, because that kind of like narrows down the idea of what I like to listen to, Billy Joel, Carole King, One Republic, Sarah Bareilles, and Josh Groban. That is like those are my 5. I actually watch a lot of TV. Even though I don't have the time for it, I make time. Bob's Burgers is a show that I have been getting into recently, and it is so funny. If you haven't watched Bob's Burgers, do it. They just put a new season on Netflix, and it is hilarious. Freaks and Geeks, I just got back into. I used to watch that actually on ABC, like the Family Channel, with my mom when it was first on, and then now it's on Netflix, so I rewatched the entire thing, and it was great. The Office is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time. American version of The Office. I tried to watch the UK version of The Office, but I kind of couldn't get into it. And of course, Sherlock. I mean, why would you watch TV and not watch Sherlock is the thing. I like a lot of movies. Watching movies is definitely something that I can do days on end, especially if it's a movie that someone really, really loves and I haven't seen before. Then I am so down to watching movies. The only types of movies that I don't like are the spoofy parody movies. I think they're stupid. No offense if you like them, but I just don't find them funny. It's not my humor. My favorite movie of all time is The Dead Poets Society. I first saw that movie when I was like 13 and in middle school and thought the world was against me. So it really hit me hard in a tender spot. But to this day I still just love watching Dead Poet Society, and Robin Williams' speech is just so good. But I mean, like, Something Borrowed is my favorite chick flick. Forrest Gump is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream, like, that is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. Titanic is a classic. I will watch Titanic all the time. I love like superhero movies. Here's where I get super annoying and elitist, but DC Comics, can't deal with it. Sorry, something about DC Comics characters I'm not about. But Marvel Comics, like, just like Stan Lee and all of his greatness, I love it. So if you're into Marvel Comics, movies, I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., sorry. But like anything like that, then we can definitely have a dialogue in between that. I just saw Captain America 2, and it was so good because the first one was so bad. X-Men is my favorite comic series from Marvel, and I'm super stoked for the next one that's coming out May 23rd, I want to say. So if you want to go see X-Men, definitely hit me up and I will go with you. So my most recent favorite character is Elsa from Frozen because she is just everything that I want to be. She's amazing. She is a strong female character. I'm not gonna get into this whole argument right now, but I don't know, I think she's an amazing character to have for young girls. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into this conversation, but Elsa, she rocks. My favorite character, though, of like all time and who I love the most my entire life is Peter Pan. Just everything about that movie, from the animation to just the story of Peter Pan. Like, J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan is A+, but I love just the Walt Disney film of Peter Pan. And that character, man, he gets me. Also, fun fact, I have literally fallen in love with every face character that has played Peter Pan that I've ever met, anytime, anywhere. So, yeah. Favorite movie is Peter Pan. Yeah, just that movie is awesome. I also love 101 Dalmatians, the animation, and that is just so mind-blowing. Like, how they, my favorite scene of all time, which might sound very Tumblr of me because I know this post has happened, but I mean, I've loved this scene since I was a little girl, but the scene where the owners are like reflected in their pets and their dogs, like, just something about that scene and how it's animated and how the characters walk and how the dogs walk and how they're matched up with that. I am obsessed with that like 5-minute scene. That's something else that you will quickly learn about me if you live with me. I am all about the animation. That's something that I thought I wanted to do for a very long time. My career goals have changed, but just everything about animation, like Glenn Keane is probably one of my biggest inspirations and why I started doing art in the first place. So if you want to talk about animation, definitely, you know, talk to me. But yeah, I have a lot of favorite Disney movies, so Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians are definitely up there. More recent, though, I love Ratatouille, Disney Pixar, I know, Meet the Robinsons, I think, is the most just overlooked Disney movie of all time. I don't watch Disney Channel anymore because I don't like their writers and I think they're kind of dumb. Sorry, that was a little harsh. But I mean, when I watched Disney Channel, I watched a lot of That's So Raven. My favorite episode is the one when she thinks Corey's doing drugs, and I remember that episode specifically because they would never show it after they first showed it. So I've been trying to find like YouTube clips of it and stuff when she does like the rap about how drugs are not cool and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought that was really cool and progressive. That show just in general was amazing. Lizzie McGuire, my homegirl. Boy Meets World. Was Boy Meets World Disney Channel? I mean, I know it's owned by Disney, but I mean, Boy Meets World is A+. Brotherly Love. Did anyone watch Brotherly Love when it was on Disney Channel with the Lawrence brothers? That was my jam. Favorite park? I would definitely say, I don't really know, because I love Disneyland for what it is and I love Walt Disney World for what it is. I've never been to the international ones. Along these lines, if I had to choose to spend any time in any of them, it would have to be a Disney cruise, and it would have to be the Disney Magic. I have been on the Disney Magic 5 or 6, I can't remember. But I basically call that my second home, which is so weird. but that ship holds a lot of memories for me. I love cruising. I just love the cruising aspect, even though it's not that environmentally friendly. Sorry. Favorite ride? Oh god, there's so many. Soarin' is definitely up in my top 3. Just everything about that ride, of how it was engineered to just the outcome of it all, is amazing and beautiful, and I wish I had a hand in making that ride. I love Jungle Cruise just because I love the skippers. If I could choose a position to be in, it would be a Jungle Cruise skipper, but I know that one's super hard to get. Tower of Terror, just because it took me so long to actually ride that ride, and then when I did, I just was like, alright, let's do it again. Also just because that ride itself, like the building and everything, has so many hidden facts and like hidden secrets in it. What else? I love a lot. Dinosaur ride is super cool. Indiana Jones ride is super cool. I love the Aladdin musical at Disneyland. I love the Beauty and the Beast musical. I love Fantasmic. I just love it all. So yeah. I hate teacups though. If I could do without anything in my life, it would be teacups. And not just specifically teacups, but just any ride that spins you around, and yeah, I will throw up over the side. Alright, well that was my roommate survey. I hope you enjoyed it or learned a lot about me. I talked a lot more than I thought I was going to. But yeah, if you are watching this and looking for a roommate or looking for people to live with, definitely comment down below or message me on Facebook, because I will be posting this on the DCP Facebook walls, and just let me know. Like I said, I am coming in with a roommate for the room itself, but we are looking for people to live with, so definitely let me know if you're interested. If you want to get to know me even more, this is my main YouTube channel, so you can definitely look at some of my other videos that I have up here. I am going to be vlogging a lot when I am in Orlando, so if you don't want to be around that kind of like environment and like be on camera, either like let me know, or I guess don't live with me, I don't know. But yeah, that being said, thanks for watching. If you want to, you can definitely subscribe and like this video, and also leave a comment down below for what else you want to see. Bye!